welcome. This is episode 22 of the VEON podcast. I'm here right now. You know, there's been a tragedy that has occurred. Cooper, do you want to tell them about it? Would you like to be involved right now? Because Cooper was particularly upset, and I can hand the mic to him for a bit, and you can say your thing. Do you want to do that? You can say what's happened and why it displeases you. Would you like that to occur? Okay. But I want to get back to you for just a bit, because you're upset. So, as you might be aware at this point, Cooper and I, and this guy Michael as well, I guess, we all do, we all have free periods where basically we go out into this little cubicle area and we do whatever we want, right? And why am I even, I need to wear it. I don't need to wear this like this, I can just do this. This looks dumb, but whatever. We do whatever we want. We do whatever we want. But then we got kicked out of our little cubicle area, which I'll show you now. We got kicked out. And it's because some English class is using it right now. Some English class trying to read a book, which they could do in their classroom. Okay. And you know, I was gonna listen to that Sasumi Hirasawa album. What's it called? The man climbing from the man climbing the hologram. I was gonna finish listening to that and start listening to the second last P Model album, which I believe is called Enomala or something. Sorry, got it wrong. Um, and I don't feel like listening to music right now while playing Tetris, which is what I would have done. But because I'm outside, I'm more exposed. Okay, and one of the the good aspects of being in there is that you're more secluded. Even when I'm in there, I still look behind my shoulder to see when the teachers are walking by who don't even care about us, but yet I look at them anyway. So, like, at what point am I just at some kind of inane level of caring? Wait, inane means not caring. Wait, I'll look this up. Okay. Lacking sense or meaning. Yeah, I can use that. Like, inane caring. Like, you care less about the things. Wait, no, I'm not thinking. No. I'm sorry, it just happened again. I can't believe this. Every time someone walks by, I need to pay attention to them. This is an ASMR podcast now. Okay. I'll hand it over to Cooper. See what Cooper has to say for himself. Okay. What don't you like about this right now?
Well, it's rather appalling if you ask me, because all they're doing is reading a book, and they could do that in their own classroom, but instead they have to come into our territory and invade on our personal space. Now I'm rather upset because I had a plan to play Plants vs Zombies 2 for the whole of this period, but it's not possible anymore because
Right,
I'll
here,
get
we're
in
more
trouble.
exposed, yeah.
Yeah, it's a dangerous spot.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Now go back to playing Snake. Oh, Michael's trying to get... Mike, what are you doing, man? Michael, okay. Michael's trying to, stop the recording, but little does he know, my touchscreen doesn't work. So you just got topped by a laptop. Alright. That's what I say whenever someone tries to use my touchscreen on the laptop. I just want to say, everything you say down there, they can't hear it. Just so you know. Well, why are you saying haha then? He said haha. Just like that. Anyways. Okay. This is ASMR podcast. It's an ASMR podcast. No, it's not. It's not going to be an ASMR podcast. Alright. Let's talk about my psychology a bit, which is probably something I do a lot. At some point, it's probably gonna get too much. Like maybe I do it too much. I talk about that's too much, but I shall do it. Talk about it anyway. Why do I constantly like adhere to other people and proportion my actions to them? Like constantly looking over my shoulder to see when teachers walk by, when it's unnecessary when you're in a confined area. Is that really necessary? It isn't. It's inane, as we've already discussed. This inanity shan't stand, alright? But let's actually think about why do I do that? I've never been caught before. Well, technically, maybe once. I've already explained that in episode 6, I believe, in the White Room episode. Alright? So it's like, I'd like to keep, I'd like to uphold that status. Right now, I feel so attached to things I don't have complete control of, to external complications, which could affect me, they could get me, or maybe it's inane to think that. It is. It's interesting though, because like you probably wouldn't expect that from me. I'm the same guy who filmed Dean Wiederstar Goes to the Market. What's other embarrassing stuff I've done in public? That's about it. There'll be more Dean videos. I've talked about this a lot on my server, but there will be like 20. Cuba. How many letters are in the alphabet? Do you know?
Hold on, let me ask Google.
Okay. I don't think they can hear us right now unless they can lip read. This is no laughing matter. Hurry up. Hey, just some technical difficulties real quick. Oh, 26. Okay, 26. Okay, there will be 20. There'll be 26 We to Start characters because there's 26 letters of the alphabet, which I knew, by the way. There's 26. Yeah, and there'll be 26 characters, and there'll be Weeder stars, and they'll all go out, and they'll do stuff. They'll talk to like people, like Dean Weederstar. I'll even have a female character which I'll play. Why are you looking at me? Why are you looking at me like that? You're looking at me like that. But that's not to be confused. Okay, I don't know what that was, but it just stopped filming. Okay, not to be confused with the female version of Dean, which some of my fans created, who they call Fiend. I'm calling them out right now. They made like female Dean Wiederstar, and the Fiend character that's canon will not be female Dean Wiederstar. All right, it won't even be Fiend won't be female. I don't think. I don't know who the female Wiederstar will be, but yeah. And I'm planning for every day. I'll upload a video of a Wiederstar, and it'll be like me going out and doing something. It'll be like 1 or 2 minutes each, like quick stuff going on there. And yeah, look forward to that. That'll be very good when that eventually happens. It'll just be years down the line, years, because I gotta focus on other stuff for now, for the most part. I've recently been endeavoring with the John Bot series. John Bot. Oh yeah, let me mention it's the 23rd of June right now. Right now, the episode 21 hasn't come out yet, but I gotta figure out some audio stuff with that to make sure it's really that good, really good, completely good. And then this will be easy to get out because that's like the audio is already here, boom, done. But for that, like I'm trying to figure out how to get everything up to a good scale, a good volume with like a limiter and all that. Because you got like the audio from the phone, and then you have like some bits where I'm like far away, so it's harder to hear. And then you have like, you have a bit where it's like I'm far away, but it's like the phone audio, which is no. I mean like audio recording on the phone, and you have to time that with the footage, which is something I do a lot for the podcast. But yeah, um, Okay, there's just normal people walking, human beings. Don't worry, it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I've been awake since 12 a.m. the 24th. Wait, no, the 22nd of June, and it's the 23rd. Let me remind you. So I've been awake since 12 a.m. And that's a new sort of lifestyle I have, where it's like, okay, I guess I'm gonna go to sleep at home as soon as I get home from school, and then wake up at like around 10 to 12, like 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. around there, and then go to school, and like stay up and go to school. That's been my lifestyle, and I guess it works. Should I just change the framing a bit? This is no, that's fine. Whatever. You get some good white here. Get some good white. Anyways, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't be doing this if this didn't happen, by the way. So this is a cool little thing. Not really. This is not a good episode. This is not a good one, is it? What's something else I want to talk about? Should I keep on talking about my schedule that no one cares about? Like with the videos? I mean, if you're watching this for whatever reason, I don't know why you're watching this, but for whatever Cooper laughed. It wasn't caught though. You gotta remember, you're not. You need to be like right here, I think, for it to get you. I think. But if you're watching this for whatever reason, you might know a thing or two about Voidio and my online persona and all that. And maybe you are interested in me talking about that stuff, but I don't know. Probably, yeah. So yeah, my plan is. I'll tell you now though. My plan: finish the JohnBot videos, introducing JohnBot and JohnBot Crash Bandicoot. Finish those videos, completely edited and everything, before school holidays start, which will be like this Friday. Friday we'll go to school and whatever. It's Wednesday now, so in between now and waking up at 12 a.m., I did. Um, Here's how I edit. All right, you might find this interesting if you're an editor. So what I do is I have the footage there. I go through and cut out all of the white noise, all of the nothing in between the takes, and I don't listen to it. I'm listening to music or whatever, and then I have all of the takes there, and I'm ready to go through them, and they're like in quick succession. You can go through all the takes, like, and they're all there, and no distractions, like nothing in between. Does that make sense? You can go really quickly and decide. But I usually pick the last takes anyway, so maybe it's completely unnecessary. Maybe it's easier to just not do any of that and waste my time and just actually go through the takes. Like, but it's kind of more proficient in in the context of having everything in place for the deciding process. Because actually deciding which take to use for me takes a while. Because if you haven't noticed, I am a perfectionist, and the best take is what I go for, and I always do tons of takes for like not even just like audio recordings for reviews or whatever, even like real live action footage, and even my friend Fish in America, he has a show called Arcade Harmonics, and I play Tyler Green, the main used to be the main antagonist, but now he's like a good guy. Or spoilers, by the way. Um, Yeah, but yeah, basically he goes around, and it's actually the Dean voice they use for Tyler Green. That was bad. Sorry myself. Um, and he would just tell me, bro, the amount of takes you've done. I send him like ungodly files that go on for like an hour for any like episode. And I think all the other actors like do one or two takes. I think no, probably not. I'm not going to discredit them. They're all good as well. My good friend Nam from America, she's also in there. And there's also like the guy who voices Pepsi Man. And yeah, Pepsi Man's a character in Arcade Harmonics. It's amazing. Pepsi Man and my father, Tyler Green's dad. What's his name again? Freaking, I forgot. I should. Yeah, I did. I should be ashamed right now. I don't remember, dude. Yeah, he that guy though. He's a really great voice actor. He's amazing. I should probably use him one time in the future if I need people, I guess. So yeah, like yeah, Fish would say, you do, you really do care. You really do put a lot of takes. And yeah, like in whatever context, I will do a lot of takes for anything. And I am a perfectionist, and yeah, maybe you should do more takes if you do creative stuff. You should do more takes, whether it be audio recordings or like live action footage or anything. Do more takes. Consider consider your future self, and then do one more for safety. All right. Consider your future self editing. Oh, imagine if I actually like get into an actual like role in like a some film, like an indie film, for example, and then like in the moment I can't do like 20 takes. I can only do like five. Bro, the pressure's on. The pressure is on. The plight of acting. Am I right? Anyways, I should talk about baglets. I don't think I've mentioned this. I've mentioned this I think in my server, but I don't think on this podcast. But baglets. He's a guy from, I want to say, the Philippines. He's somewhere close to Australia. Hey, the Philippines is close to Australia, right? Okay, apparently, according to Cooper, the Philippines is close to Australia, so that's good enough for me. I will be factually correct every time I say stuff. But yeah, basically, he lives there. He's like right close to Australia. I voiced a character for an animation he did. Um, it was in like October of 2019. It came out the same day the Concrete Club episode 2 came out, and it was basically okay, sorry about that. I had to clear up some space on my laptop. I was talking about baglets, and I was did an animation. No, I didn't. I was in an animation. I played as a interviewer guy for. He made a video where it's like he was talking about where he came up with the name baglets, and I was like interviewing him about it, and I was like the interviewer, and I forgot what the video was called, but I was in that. You have to find that. Go and find it. Um, I met him because I think I saw on Twitter his Pokemon animation with like the Scottish and Irish girls like fighting from Pokemon or something. No, not verbally, not physically, verbally fighting. And I saw that on Twitter, and then I subscribed to him on YouTube, I guess, after that. And then I saw he. Did I go in? How did I get into this Discord server? I just saw his streaming, and I think then I was like, "Ooh, he has a Discord server. I guess I must have gone into a Discord server because of that." And then I talked to him. I'm in like one of his highlight videos of his stream when he was doing like something, and ever since that happened, that was just a incidental thing that happened. I was in one of his streams in the VC chat on Discord. You can try and find the highlight of that. You'll find me somewhere. And then I think sometime after he messaged me saying I should be in an animation of his, which is definitely interesting because um I didn't really see us as having like that much of a connection. I was just some random guy. But then he comes out like this and he's like, you know, you should do this. I don't know. I guess he just liked my voice, I guess. But so basically I did that. The animation's pretty good. It's pretty. I actually really like it because it's very interesting and cool to just see myself portrayed like that, like an animation. Like my voice and everything. Because it's like it's just cool. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can imagine like all voice actors being like that when they see the thing on TV, like that animation. You know, what a cool thing. What a cool guy, Baglets. But like where I'm getting at with this is that I'm gonna be doing another project with him. He asked me to do this project, and the crazy thing is like, I guess I've been at in the back of his mind, I guess, for a while because it came back to me like in 2021. You know, well that just happened. Anyways, like 2021, he messaged me, and asked me to be in another project. You know, so I guess I've been I've been somewhere in the back burner in his mind. Um, Maybe it's because I'm in his server, so maybe I appear in the little sidebar thing. I have the YouTuber's role, I believe. So yeah. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. Um, what was I talking about? I'm a detriment to librarians everywhere. Even though I'd love to be a librarian. Would I? There's no laughing matter. You know, maybe I should be a No, no. I don't know why. No, no, I could maybe. We will see one day. That wasn't worth it. I gotta. I bet this is ASMR right now. Me cleaning saliva. This is not only that, but this getting hair in my mouth was unrelated to me putting this in my mouth. Okay. Anyway, here's me cleaning saliva ASMR. That's some good ASMR. I hope you enjoy that. Um, what was I saying? Yeah. See, I'm just saying it's just really cool and interesting that I have this guy basically doing this with me. And I think he said in October that's when voice lines will start going into place. Um, he said I should have like an American accent. And Cooper's laughing. Um, but me and the other guy playing the other main character convinced him to keep my Australian accent because my character's like the straight man, you know, and so maybe some kind of accent like what I've got, like the natural Australian accent, could probably portray snarkiness in some way, you know, maybe in the same vein as people see English accents, you know. So so yeah, that's a bit easier for me now, so that's good. I didn't want to be a damper. Let me just make this very clear. I told him multiple times, you know, if you really want me to do the American accent, I can do it. I can try and learn it. But yeah, I just don't want to be a damper on his creative outlet because, like, you know, if just empathy, just this is something you learn, okay? I wouldn't want me to be censored. No, I'm not. Wait, it's not censoring though. It's a suggestion. But like, regardless, I don't want him to think that he should change it or whatever. You know, which is something I think we all need to remember in the entertainment world. Is anyone who's actually big in the industry gonna take that into account? No. I think the industry of entertainment has been construed to the point where stuff like considering the individual actors for big films and whatever, it's not really taken into account when when the higher ups of the industry consider them as like a pawn in some kind of, you know, to use to get money. You know, I'm not saying any of this passionately. I'm just Cooper's laughing, but I mean, I'm just or snickering or just but I'm just saying I think every time my mic unplugs, the the footage stops, or maybe it just does that every like 10 minutes, like the other camera. But I was saying that as objectively. I'm not being passionate about saying this because I mean at this point everyone knows it. Like Hollywood level films they don't cater to the individuals that make it, excluding the actors, because the actors probably get good compensation with money just to appear, but other people, like the creative team, the creative directors, the writers, they get screwed over because they have to adhere to regulations to make their Hollywood blockbuster that much more appealing. They have to squander creative, ideas and whatnot. And I'm not saying any of this passionately because I don't want to talk about this really, because this is something that everyone knows. I'm not being like, this is so bad, we need to change this, because it's not going to change. Whatever. This is just something we'll live with. I don't like it. I will say that, but I'm not passionate about me disliking it. It's just something. Although, like, if you give me a specific case, if you're like, hey, this film could have been really good, but uh, the director, the creative director, um, had to change this because an executive forced him to, or forced them to. If you told me that, then like that a specific example, I'd care more. About that. But like as a whole concept in general, it's just a fact. Everyone knows people get screwed over. People get screwed over in the entertainment industry, and it sucks. Enough of that convoluted discussion of me just. Alright, TLDR. Industry bad. Industry bad. Anyways, so yeah, Baglets. Oh yeah, he revealed this in the stream, but the project is Beans and Burb, the animated series. Beans and Burb was a webcomic that Baglets made. For the 5-year anniversary, which is in this October, well, around this October, I think, he wants to start this animated series for it. So that's what he's doing. I think, or maybe he's rebooting it, because I think there already was an animated series he made, but it was like a very long time ago. So I don't know what came first. I don't know the lore, but I have read the webcomic, but I haven't read the more recent pages. But like, yeah, I thought it was good. I read it like 1 or 2 years ago, probably last year. There was like an Eddsworld reference. You had like Tom and Matt. They were like literally in there. Their backs were turned. That was interesting. But yeah, Beans and Burp. I'm gonna be playing as the straight man, one of the main characters. So what's his name again? I think I'm Beans. You'd think that the snarky straight man would be like Burb, because that's like
Why?
what?
Why?
I'll tell you why. Because Burb is like more Beans is more silly. That's why.
Okay.
Beans is Beans is the comic relief name. Probably. No, it doesn't matter. Whatever. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna discuss the creative decisions behind the names of these characters, which are it was a comedy. It doesn't matter if the names are Beans or Burb. It doesn't. But I'm just saying, Burb is the straight man name. I'm just saying. Okay. So I'm gonna be voicing Beans, I guess. He's the blonde guy. And subscribe to Baglets. Check him out. I think his most two viewed videos are Dream fan animations. Okay. Um, and yeah, I don't know when he made them, but I think they were before any major controversy came out about Dream. The Minecraft YouTuber guy, if you don't know, you probably do know. If you're watching this in like 10 years and you don't know, then it's a Minecraft YouTuber. He recently released, like 3 weeks ago from now, the 23rd of June 2021, he released a song called like Mask. That's what the mask is. I'm not gonna get into that. But I will say, Your Movie Sucks. Adam behind Your Movie Sucks. I saw like a stream highlight where he's talking about Mask, and he pretty he pretty much has it nailed down. He said that he made Mask. Dream had Mask come out, rushed out. He had to Dream crunched his animators to get it out. And if you don't know, crunch means to like put them under stress, like get the animators to get this out before this time and do long hours of working. That's what crunch means, and it can apply to films, anything, whatever. So yeah, Dream basically did that to them to get it out sooner. And YMS Adam said that basically the only reason why Dream would do that would be to get out sooner because he's had controversies about him cheating on Minecraft, his speedrun, because of the statistics and the numbers of this specific item falling when you do this thing with like this pigman. And Dreams came out saying he cheated, but he apparently accidentally cheated, and that there's been some controversies with that as well, because like people don't really believe that. And YMS Adam is saying, you know, he wanted to get this Mask video out sooner, so he pressured the animators, who, by the way, animate Minecraft videos, and they're not really used to this new domain of like animating supposedly realistic characters. And so Dream made them, rushed them basically. He crunched them, and then the video came out as it did. Obviously, the animation has been ridiculed, and and I think it's unfair to tarnish the animators because obviously, I mean, it wasn't their fault it came out like that. They needed more time, I reckon. And Adam said that basically Dream did that so that it could come out sooner. The song is basically about him being like sad and depressed, I guess. And is Adam's saying like he's trying to get sympathy and he's trying to get it out soon, like soon. You know, because like the controversies are going on with him. And and that would be like the only reason. What other reason would he have to like put his animators under a crunch? So, I actually agree with this. I actually think it's pretty solid analysis, really. Should I talk about the actual music video? Should I do that? Okay, first of all, what do I have to say about the music video? If Lucky was here, he can go on and on about this. So yeah, people have been tarnishing the animators, which I don't agree with. They need more time. They were unfairly um, crunched by Dream. But yeah, the animation. Yeah, I didn't think I should get into this. It's like kind of like being a dead horse at this point. But I think I'll mention the normal pills thing. If you don't know, in the video, Dream has normal. He has a bottle of pills, and it says normal pills. He has the bottle, and then he tips all the pills out into a rubbish bin. And people have been saying that that's a bad thing to do to represent, because there's children watching the video that might not understand any kind of symbolism for normal pills, which that I feel like Dream just having normal pills. I feel like that is it's kind of obvious. Everything is on the surface level with the music video. There's no subtlety with the symbolism. So I feel like that sort of caters to the theory that he is just trying to get sympathy. He's just trying to look like he's depressed. That's what he's doing. But anyway, that's another point. About the normal pills though. Just to just to throw them out in the bin in the video. It's not really a smart symbolism, really. But I mean, I can definitely see why people say it's detrimental to the audience, to the potential children. The fact that Dream's audience is children, is primarily children, like around 10, younger, it makes it worse. You know, I guess I guess if the audience was mainly young adults to adults, then it'd be it'd be better. I guess. Even then, probably not. You know, probably not. But just the fact that his main audience is children, I mean, that makes it worse. That just makes it worse. Children shouldn't be exposed to that because they don't understand the symbolism. Children are gullible. Cooper's giggling, but I have a prime example of this. Smosh made a video, and it was like Smosh eats. They have like this show on the second channel when they would go out and eat food, and they had like a segment of this show on the main channel, and it was like Smosh dies or something, and they go to like this weird restaurant, and then this guy kills them, and it's all on camera, and they die, and it's like a skit basically. When I watched that video, I don't even remember when I watched that video. Probably the same year it came out, probably. I'm guessing. When I watched that video, I th- I think I thought it was real. It probably no, it wasn't the same year it came out. Probably like 3 years later, maybe. It was like what was it, 2011? It came out, something like that. 2012. I don't know. Probably 2010. But I thought it was real. I thought they actually died. I thought that footage was real, and it turns out a lot of people were the same about that because like in the comments, like that's all anyone talked about in the comments was like, back when I was young, I used to think that they actually died. Who? And I can definitely see the that as large evidence towards children being gullible. This is like a primary source. What's that history term? You know what I'm talking about, Cuba? When there's like primary thing.
Primary and secondary.
Yeah, primary, secondary. What's like? Do you know the difference?
Yeah, primary's like if you hear it yourself, and then secondary's like if you heard it from someone else. Sort of.
Okay. I thought it was like primary is like the actual documents as they were.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I guess basically primary. There's a primary example. There's a primary source, right? So with this in mind, how will children interpret the dream video? Maybe we're all just overreacting. The video has like how many views? 8 million? Probably I think 14 million. Somewhere in between 14 million and 8 million. Somewhere in between there. I don't know. As of now. I mean, the children watching. Won't somebody please think about the children? Um, but yes. I don't know, dude. Just I don't know. Probably not good. Not good. Not really smart symbolism, as I said earlier. Like in the video, he also got like a note from a doctor, which just read, it just read, you are not normal. Do I even need to say anything, dude? And yeah, I'm sorry to slander this animation. We know why it's bad. We know why. I'm not slandering the animators specifically, but the animation. I know everyone talks about this. I have to mention it though. When Dream is crying, and he's looking, after. I when was it in the video? Like I don't even remember. But he's just looking. He's like crying and everything, and his whole face is like it's all wet, like it's all moisturized from the tears. It's like he put his face in oil or something. It's like it's why does that keep happening? Why is my I think my laptop doesn't want me to has had enough of this and it keeps on cutting the footage. Well, I'm gonna keep on going. All right. Look, his face is like oily. It's moisturized, and he looks like he looks like he looks like a human character from the first Toy Story. If the first Toy Story was rendered with a virus a rendering virus. Those aren't even real, but it would be real in this analogy. Was analogy the right word there? Probably. It looks like it looks bad. Okay, I'm sorry, but not to discredit the animators who were unfairly treated. I'd say they were crunched, and I know I'm just saying this without any evidence, but there is evidence. One of the animators confirmed on Twitter, like replying in a thread, and I think another one was like talking in the comment section of the actual video. But I'm pretty sure that was like I don't know if that was real, but it could have been. And yeah, the person talking on Twitter was an actual animator, confirmed, because in the description of the actual video, it has like their name, and on the Twitter it has the same name. And well, I know me just saying it like that, it's like it sounds like it could be fake. Or they had the person on Twitter had the same name. It sounds like they could be faking. Like someone could have just have gotten the name, but it's confirmed. Alright, just trust me. Just trust me. And this brings me back to Baglets. I should have mentioned this earlier, but yeah, he did make some dream animations, and he actually told me I was on one of his streams later on, like way after the 2019 stream. It was like earlier this year. I wonder if he saved it. I told him he should save it because there's some good moments. But regardless, I got some clips because you can clip. If you know how Twitch works, you can clip some parts of the stream. Basically, in that stream, he said we're talking about it, and he was like, I kind of regret that because like just children are swarming in to his account, to his channel, which I guess yeah, I don't know. Maybe he has a problem with the comments that come in. Maybe that's not the audience he's going for. I don't know. I think his audience would be his content is fairly family friendly, which is there's nothing wrong with that particularly. So I'm just saying maybe I don't know what his intentions are. I don't know his intentions are beyond our understanding. But I mean, just cause you're family friendly doesn't mean you have to go for like children in your marketing or like as your audience. Like Homestar Runner, which is one of the best web animations ever. I love Homestar Runner, and that's always my defense when people tell me like crap is a swear word. I always tell them, in Homestar Runner, Strong Bad says crap all the time, and it's like it's family friendly. So what's and they can't refute because they don't even know what Homestar Runner is. So I win by default. Yes. So there's that. Um. So yeah, I hope he still has the stream, like all of the streams saved. In the same stream, I pretended to fall for his like trap thing, like where you can say something like the I hate saying this, but like Joe Mama, for example. I never really liked that. I never liked that Joe Mama. Imagine being named Joe and having to live through that, live through like everyone saying that meme. And also imagine being called like being named Karen. You know, because everyone lambasts that name. Someone's talking right now. I'm trying to talk, but I can't talk because someone's talk. Okay, it's gone. Sorry. I cannot focus when someone's nearby and talking because I'm in this zone. Okay, and they could intrude. I gotta proportion myself to adhere to other people. Remember talking about this? But yeah, imagine being named Kyle as well because Kyle is also a name that gets lambasted. Like people saying like Kyle drinks energy drinks all day and can defeat people and do stuff. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, I mean, name. What? What's in a name? You know who said that? William Shakespeare. Here's an William Shakespeare, INFP. I am also an INFP. I am also an INFP. So you know what? I'm as cool as William Shakespeare. I've been validated. I can use my personality test as a validation, and you can't do anything to stop me. Okay? and all of my faults, I can attribute all of them to my personality type. I do not claim accountability for them just because of the fact that I'm an INFP. That's why I'm depressed. The bell just went. I don't know if you heard that. This mic isn't too good. The question of the episode is, um, if you're family friendly, if you have family friendly content, what do you, how should children be? How, is crap a swear word? That's the question of the episode. The answer is no. Look at this. See, even Cooper agrees. Hey, they can't hear you, Michael. They can't hear you. Anyways, goodbye.